I found out my girlfriend is married. Posted by Reddit user story to be told.
So, I met this beautiful, strong, kind, beautiful smile, smoking hot body of a partner. Let's call her Gigi, and I started off the relationship very strong. It was great. She'd do things for me, put in effort, and say a lot of kind things to me. If I don't text her myself, she would blow up my phone call, what I'm doing, how I am, etc. You get the gist of it. Even our intimacy is great. Things started to slip off about 2 months ago. She would not text me or give off the same energy as before. She's always tired and not in the mood to do anything. She stopped giving me updates when she makes it home from going out or actually even tell me her plans anymore. She became distant slowly, but surely, until today I decided to test her and see if she would call or text or anything at all. Maybe I was hoping for something to happen, but it was never meant to happen to me. October 28, 2023 is the day I found out my girlfriend was indeed married and cheating. I work security and had a rough day. I asked if she could come and see me, because who doesn't like holding the person they love in their arms? It helps calms me down a lot, and now I'm crying thinking about it. She told me she was with her dad and his girlfriend and couldn't go out for the night. I said fuck it and went home. I was on Instagram watching stories and see her with another man and him mentioning her on his story. I asked him if she is his girlfriend and he tells me she is. Then corrects himself by saying she's his wife repeatedly. Moments later I find myself blocked on everything from her. She gave me so much reassurance and made me trust her so much. That she isn't like the others, and it turns out she is even worse than the others. I have no clue what to do, it hurts. I stopped going to the gym because I just can't get out of bed. I feel like I'm watching myself from a third-person view. Like I'm watching myself on a TV or something. My mind is clouded with so much memories of us. I feel like I'm reliving them again and it's making me cry every time. What did I do to deserve this? I have been just wanting answers. She killed me. First, I just want to say thank you to everyone for all the support. To everyone saying talk to the husband. As I have mentioned in my previous post, the man on Instagram who posted the story was her husband. I asked him directly what his relationship was with her and he repeatedly said she is his wife. After I tried telling him she's cheating on him, the dude just started threatening me. I have nothing to lose as I am not married to her. So I was her sideman for almost a whole year now. November 16th would be our anniversary. I have been able to get my head cleared. It's been so clouded. It feels like I'm in a haze this whole time. I would post photos of the conversation, but the admin doesn't allow it. She got me good and I just haven't been able to feel alive.
I can't stop having sex with my ex-wife. Posted by Reddit user PeacePipePenny.
My ex-wife and I have been divorced for a month now. I have moved houses and changed my phone number, and somehow, she still winds up at my door at odd hours of the night. I still get nudes and sex from her in the daytime just like I would have when we were together. We have hooked up 6 times since the divorce, and honestly, it's been the best sex I've ever had in my life. I hate how much I enjoy it. I hate how good it feels to be with her. I hate myself for letting her stay in my life. I hate that I can't stop myself from giving in to her. She stayed the night last night. I woke up holding her, just like I used to do when we were married. She's there, laying in my bed right now, still sleeping, like she didn't go crazy and try to make my life miserable. I fucked her like I still loved her last night, and I honestly don't know how to feel about her anymore. I'm so tired.
Be careful, OP. It sounds like she's trying to keep you in the back burner. Finally divorced and I'm still angry. Posted by Reddit user Funk205.
Caught wife cheating back in 2019. Tried to work on it for a couple years, decided on divorce in 2021. 2 years later, it's finally over, 50-50 custody, and I kept the house. I just had a birthday the other day and I can't stop thinking about the 17 years I spent with this person. I gave her all of my 20s and part of my 30s. I'm just so angry about all the experiences I've missed out on. 17 years of my life being loyal to someone who wasn't loyal in return. I feel robbed and it's destroying my mental health. Has anyone else ever felt this way? I can't seem to get over this hump. Thanks.
OP, I get that getting cheated on absolutely sucks. It definitely is. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter now, does it? Because we cannot change the past. All we can do is learn from that lesson and forge a better future for ourselves. It's time to go to therapy, my friend. My girlfriend is lying about her body count for 3 years. Posted by Reddit user Prudent Explorer.
Am I in the wrong for being mad? I decided to go through my girlfriend's recently deleted iMessages and found messages of her and a guy I went to school with that was supposedly her guy best friend Elmao. And they were secretly fucking around the same time she was talking to me and hanging out with me. Every time I would ask her about her body count, she never mentioned the partner. She mentioned everyone but him. Even when we were officially together, they would hang out as just friends to my knowledge. But I know my girlfriend would never cheat on me since this was technically before we were together. Her excuse was that if she told me I would think differently of her and wouldn't have talked to her, potentially her ending up not being my girlfriend, to be honest. She just says she is really sorry and feels bad. She knows she fucked up back, but I don't know how to feel right now. We are going on almost 4 years now. Do I break up her? What do I do? Please help.
OP, if you sincerely believe that she will never cheat on you, then please dig a little deeper into this. I dare you. You will find out that she is still fucking this guy. My girlfriend of 1 year has just cheated on me. Posted by Reddit user Hentai Homie.
We were doing long distance. I left the state for college. We'd had a rough past month, but I figured we'd get through it. Today I called her and a guy answered the phone and she explained the rest through text. I'm breaking up with her, but God, I fucking trusted her. She was my first love, first girl I ever kissed, held hands with, and so many other things. I thought I'd marry her someday. Fuck, it hurts. I don't know what to do. I would have done anything for her. Just venting, I'm at a loss. If anyone has any advice, I'll read it. I deserved so much more than this. Fuck.
OP, she showed her true colors this early in the relationship. Honestly, she did you a huge favor. Is this behavior by my wife okay? Posted by Reddit user Prior Speech.
My wife keeps on arguing with me about a girl I have on my phone, even though there was nothing between us, and she is like a sister to me and is very close to my family. I let my wife delete all the other girls from all my social media accounts and my contacts, but when she tries to delete this one I stop her, but she just makes a big deal out of it every time. I have never given her a reason to not trust me. I have not even looked at other girls since we have been together. She has seen all my conversations with this girl and she thinks just because I send her emojis means I am cheating on her, even though she lives in a totally different country. What do I do?
OP, try investigating and see her phone. She is probably doing the exact same thing she is accusing you of. It's called projection, my friend. My wife wants a divorce. Posted by Reddit user in OK, but I'm not.
Last night my wife told me she wanted a divorce, taking off her rings and dropping them at my feet. We've had ups and downs like most couples, but the final straw has been the overturn of Roe. We're both pro-choice, but my wife views the overturn as a patriarchal, misogynistic assault on women's rights, and that's changed how she views men, including me. Past events are now seen through a new lens, with new interpretations, and the cracks just got deeper and wider until here we are. This is all very raw and I still cling to hope, while knowing there won't be a happy outcome. I'm alone in a foreign land, no family, no close friends. She was my life here. I just needed to tell somebody.
I'm thinking of a few scenarios here. Either you're trolling us, there is more to this story than you're willing to admit, or you just dodged a huge bullet. I agreed to marrying someone else because my boyfriend disappeared. Posted by Reddit user Capable Intention.
My mother never liked the boyfriend that I had because he's older than me by a bit. I'm currently 21 and he's 24. We met when I was 17 and he was 20. My mom has always insisted I be married by 20, which I actually did want for myself, and I was ready to marry my boyfriend. But then he told me when I was 19 that he was doing his master's degree in another country because he got a scholarship. He left and for a few months we had correspondence, but they got shorter and shorter and he disappeared. We never broke up properly, and I've since met a man my mother introduced me to and we just got engaged. I wonder where my boyfriend is now because he's gone silent on social media. I tried to Google him but couldn't find anything on him. Pretty much all his immediate family has died or is either off social media, so I have no idea where to find him. Even his friends who I was so hesitant to message say they don't know where he is. I'm still gonna be thinking of him while I'm getting married.
My girlfriend stayed with me after cheating and never told me until I found out when she did it a second time. Posted by Reddit user Zach Burnock.
Okay, so I found out my girlfriend was sending nudes to my old best friend I knew from elementary school that has always hated me since I ditched him. I actually posted her on my story and made a cute post just to get a message from my old best friend's ex that knew my girlfriend sent nudes to my friend. She was at my house when I got this text and I kicked her out. She chose to transfer to my college for me and I tried to forgive her just to go through her texts and find a Reddit post on how she actually cheated in high school a week before prom and gave him oral sex and they kissed. This is like 2 years ago. We were together for 3 years. It's toxic and we meet up and I can't get myself to get over her. She cheated, tricked me for 2 years and then sent nudes this summer. I flew out to her college to see her and give her gifts. I've broken up with her and gotten back together with her like 20 times because I've been holding on to her for so long and I'm codependent. She's at my college and lives right next to me and I can't get myself to have no contact, especially when she doesn't agree to leave me alone. She'll love bomb me and get me back and then I'll get pissed and leave her again. How do I get over her? I have no friends and extreme anxiety and trust issues and I'm traumatized.
My friend is having an affair with a professor of our college. Posted by Reddit user Sobo Kid.
I wasn't sure about this, but recently she was showing me a meme on her phone and a notification from the professor popped up. John, I was too stunned to speak and after some nosing around, I found out they're having a full-blown affair. She's getting married in 5 months, and he has a kid our age. Also, recently our results came out and she topped the class. The professor was in charge of most of the evaluation process. What should I do?
OP, What you need to do is very easy. Just tell the school board and then tell her fiancé. Her dad is truly struggling. Posted by Reddit user initial topic.
Let this be a lesson to all cheaters. You are not only betraying your husband, you are betraying your kids and even your own family. It's really sad to see how a man like my ex-father-in-law is struggling with all this. The Christian, a good man, a man of honor and respect. It's depressing to see how all this has affected him. He is extremely disappointed. After all, she is his only daughter and she was kind of like his favorite child because of it. Now he can barely talk to her, and no wonder she destroyed his granddaughter's stability for some loser. I had to tell him the truth with evidence because she was lying like the witch that she is about the reasons for the divorce.
OP, I want you to realize that cheaters don't give a fuck about anyone other than themselves. Just try your best to give support to their victims. My wife cheated on me with her ex. Posted by Reddit user Fair Gold.
It was an emotional affair. Lasted just a few weeks before I caught her. She swears it's the only time ever, and after lots of digging, I haven't found any evidence of prior infidelity. We've been together 5 years, no kids. I'm in my late 20s. Part of this process led her through therapy to discover that she has bipolar disorder. She was diagnosed and is now being medicated, and this affair was a part of what the psychiatrist and therapist individually described as a manic episode. I know a million people think every day no excuse for cheating, but my spouse is different. But is my spouse actually different? Can we get through this? She's my best friend and I have loved her with my whole heart. The relationship seemed perfect before this. No financial stress, no problems sexually, I don't think. Any ideas help me feel less crazy. Thanks.
OP, there is no excuse for cheating. If you choose to stay with her, it will only happen again and again and again. Come on, man. Save yourself the heartbreak. She's been cheating on me the entire last year. Posted by Reddit user Can't Eat That Gluten Shit.
I was right about everything. Everything I thought was a little bit weird or off. I asked her about all of it. She told me lies and lies and lies right to my face. She was always at her cousin's house. I always thought it was weird how much her and her cousin hung out. Called the ex, told him, and he had no idea about me. Dude sounded heartbroken. I took her to Disney. They thought she was like that. Remember, if you're gonna cheat, you need to be good at lying. I have a lot of interesting details. Ask away. And let me tell you one thing, there is not one thing a woman could say to try and convince you that she's not lying or that she'll do better that my ex hasn't already said. For example, I wouldn't compromise my character or morals for anything like that. I'm sorry I made you question me again. Just bullshit like that. I'll never lie again. It made me feel so dirty about myself.
It's somehow terrifying that some people can just lie and not feel any guilt at all. Seriously, looking someone in the eyes and continuously lying to them is just so fucked up. My wife had an emotional affair and cheated on me with multiple co-workers. Posted by Reddit user MyYuckYuck.
About 3 months ago, my wife told me she no longer loved me and wasn't emotionally attracted to me anymore. I moved out with our daughter because she said she wasn't mentally fit to be a mom right now and didn't want me at the condo we lived at. I thought she needed space and maybe it was just a phase, but I later found out she was cheating on me and fucked a dude she told me not to worry about. I'm having a hard time with it because I'm in good shape and I'm reasonably attractive. So, I'm going through with a divorce right now and I'm just struggling to stop thinking about her and I just hate myself. I wish I could just cut her out, but we have a daughter together and I still have to talk to her, but I'm trying really hard to just keep it about our daughter and the divorce. Any advice would be appreciated on how to get over this.
OP, there are applications and programs out there that could limit your communication to your ex only about the child. You may want to check them out. My girlfriend cheated on me at a Nundy run in college.
This was a few years ago, but my girlfriend at the time went to an Undie and I noticed some questionable pictures. It was an album the girlfriend she had went with had posted. I noticed both of them had a selfie with a certain guy and my girlfriend at the time was even dancing on him far in the background of one. I asked her about it a few days after having had it eaten at the back of my mind. She admitted her and said friend had a three-way with him and he was her friend from class. It had started with her meeting him there at the event, finding him cute. Some drinking occurred and she ended up dancing on him quite a bit. This led to them both being turned on and giving him a double BJ inside the back of his truck. My girlfriend at the time had been with me for 4 years and her friend was engaged.
OP, please tell me that you exposed them to everyone, especially her friend's fiancé. My wife cheated for a year and wants half of everything. Posted by Reddit user Zealous Ideal Pin.
I have no evidence, but my friends have seen and known that my wife has been cheating for a year. We have no kids, married for 4 years. I married her after 6 months so she could stay in the country. Regrets in hindsight. Her parents live in the house I paid 80% for with a loan and cash from my parents. She never allowed my parents to stay here. I live in a no-fault state. She wants half the house and half all my income. I don't look that good physically and have gained a lot of depression and COVID weight. I'm worried I don't look good in a court of law. She just served me a month ago and I did sign. Any advice appreciated.
OP, what you need is an attorney. What she wants and what she's entitled to is two completely different things. Look man, it doesn't matter if she cheated. 1, you live in a no-fault state. 2, you have zero evidence. So either way, you're fucked. I saw my ex-wife after 6 months. Posted by Reddit user ThrowRA_Slam.
I was out last night, saw my ex-wife who cheated on me months ago. She seemed so happy and vibrant while I try to keep up a front like I'm okay. She came up to me and we started speaking. I told her that her hair looks good and I'm glad she's doing well, asked her questions about her new life. Then I told her I still love her, and she stopped me and said don't talk about that. I said why? And she said I absolutely do not have those feelings at all anymore. It crushed me. I went to the bar for a few minutes and she looked like she could care less and was hanging out with her girlfriend laughing. I then hugged everyone and left early, visibly a little distraught. Seeing her do better than me after what she did to me is killing me. I'm starting to feel extremely numb. How long did it take you guys to stop caring actually?
OP, don't you have any self-respect at all? If you ever see her again, man, you should just ignore her. Come on, you must be better than this. My 37-year-old wife was tempted to cheat on a night out with a 21-year-old colleague. Posted by Reddit user Potential Minimum.
Hi all, I need some advice. My wife and partner of 20 years went on a night out last week and bumped into a colleague who is 21 and single. She got home very drunk and kept telling me she had the best night and bumped into this person. In the morning she finally said that he tried to kiss her and she was very close to and flirting all night and wanted to, but stopped herself last minute. But an hour later she was calling him many times after leaving the nightclub and then deleted all the phone calls and messages. She said she didn't fully kiss him but cannot tell me the reason why she consistently phoned him even after the guilt had kicked in. We have 3 children together and I don't know what to do.
OP, she definitely had sex with this guy. Take her to the streets and make sure to tell their HR. Is she cheating? Snapchat infidelity. Posted by Reddit user Miserable Fan.
I have been dating my girlfriend for about 3 years now. Our relationship is pretty solid for the most part. We have our little issues, but what couple doesn't? Lately her behavior with her phone has become a little suspect. She's not super protective of it or anything, but I've woken up in the middle of the night on more than several occasions to find her quickly swiping away from Snapchat. One time she got so flustered, she swiped the wrong way and turned the camera on. She tried to just turn the screen off, but it's fairly obvious she's doing something she shouldn't be doing. My question is, how do you confront someone over Snapchat infidelity? I don't snoop through her phone, but even if I did, the messages are gone. What would you all do?
Don't confront her, OP. She is just gonna hide it better. Gather the evidence quietly, and if you find proof, send her back to the streets. No need to confront her. Affair after psychiatric treatment. Posted by Reddit user Happy Maintenance.
My wife had TMS to treat depression and proceeded to have an affair after realizing she was unhappy for years with me and her upbringing. The doctors say she's sound. She says she had the affair because she was angry with me and is exploring a missed connection with a crush. I fell apart and told family. Understandably, she's angry about that. Says I violated her trust. My trust was violated by the affair and I was afraid for my kids. She was angry at me for an idea of marriage she mistakenly thought I held and she was beholden to. She's even mad at me for relationships I had before our marriage. I've clarified she was wrong and could have talked with me. I wish she would have talked to me about her concerns about the definition of marriage and my role in it. I told her I won't file for divorce, she'll have to. I want to be there for her and our kids.
So let me get this straight. She cheated on you, gaslights you, blames you for everything, but you still want to stay. OP, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you still together with this woman? She is abusive as hell. Please, for your own sake and sanity, just leave.